Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another What If video. So I got an interesting comment recently from one of my recent videos. Duke Holly says, do a What If video on a Japanese themed pack. And yeah, that does intrigue me. I was thinking, hey, yeah, sure, I'll do a video about that. And it could be interesting. At first I was like, well, what kind of gameplay would they include alongside this? And I guess there is no shortage of ideas, especially since they have done Japanese-themed culture in The Sims 2 Bon Voyage. But what I was thinking was, I was looking back at one of my older info/thoughts videos, where I talked about some concept art for the arcade stuff pack that was part of the community vote, but did not win, since Eco-Living did. And one possible theme we could have voted on was modern Japanese. So maybe if they did a Japanese-focused pack, then they could do a stuff pack where they reuse this concept. And they could have the gameplay objects have, like, arcade machines, like the single-player cabinet, since we already got that huge one with Get Together, and the pinball machine as well. That's a classic object that I'd like to see back as well. Maybe they could even throw in that tabletop arcade machine that they had in The Sims 3 Showtime. Or to do something that they haven't done in The Sims already, is have something like a Dance Dance Revolution machine, or maybe some other kind of arcade machine that has a little bit more involvement than just standing in front of a cabinet and pressing buttons, like those racing games where you actually sit in a chair and race your cars. So yeah, that could be something really interesting too. They don't necessarily just have to recycle the same material that they've done with arcades in the past. However, there is one major flaw with this idea, and I actually did talk about it in that info/thoughts video too, where I think in a similar fashion to my first pet stuff, there would be a lot of controversy because City Living has already partially covered that, especially with the fashion district. It does have some Japanese influence, so I think a lot of people would say, hey, this should have been in City Living. Although, on the flip side, I guess you could argue for a lot of packs for The Sims, not just The Sims 4, but other games as well. It's like, oh, this could have gone with that, and that could have gone with this. So, I think the backlash from a Japanese stuff pack would not be quite as bad as my first pet stuff, but I think it is worth mentioning. But of course, I don't think they absolutely have to do an arcade-themed stuff pack if they wanted to represent more of Japanese culture, because of course, I mean, there's more to their culture than that. And one possible thing is flower arranging. I did a little bit of research and, well, I don't know too much about Japanese culture, but that seems to be a big part of it, and it made me think back to The Sims 2 Open for Business, because we had flower arranging with that. There was like that whole workbench, so I think that'd be a really interesting thing to see, especially since flowers don't really have all that much use in The Sims 4. And in terms of new skills, maybe they could bring back the martial arts skill from The Sims 3 World Adventures. That's one skill that I really love to see back because it's one of my all-time favorites. One other way I think they could do it is if they did another vacation-themed game pack with a world that actually is based in Japan. Although they would have to maybe do some things a little bit differently because, say, like, if they were inspired by The Sims 2 Bon Voyage, some of that is already represented in The Sims 4, especially with meditation being in Spa Day. Plus, there's already the tea maker from the base game. They don't have the same tea table, but I don't know if it's really worth it to bring it back. I'm not really sure. And there's the Tai Chi. That's not in The Sims 4 yet either. I'm not really sure if I really need a Japanese world though, because at least what's on my mind right now is a tropical island destination, so I'd rather see that first. And, well, then after that, I suppose I would be a bit more open-minded to a Japanese world game pack. We're already almost 4 years into The Sims 4 at the time of making this video, and I don't know. I'm not sure how many years The Sims 4 has left. Probably at least a couple, but I don't know if they could fit a Japanese themed game pack into that, but stuff packs come out so often, so I feel like they could at least do that. But that's pretty much all I have to say on this topic, so let me know in the comment section below if you want to see a Japanese themed pack, whether it be a stuff pack or a game pack. I don't think they do a whole expansion pack surrounding it, but yeah, feel free to let me know what you'd like to see if you do, or if you feel like City Living did enough, or that it's just too risky of an idea because it can seem like a cash grab after City Living already represented Japanese culture a little bit. Feel free to leave a like or a comment or even subscribe because it lets me know that you like my channel, my videos, and it helps you keep up to date more easily with the latest content from me. I do videos on The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more, so I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!